What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a reading for all my Aries sun sign friends. If you were born between the dates of March 21st and April 19th, then you are an Aries sun sign, and this video is for you. Today we're going to be doing a 3-card spread that I like to call Reason for Worry and Stress Spread. This spread is going to give us some answers as to why you're stressed out and what you can do about it to make forward progress in your life. Stress comes in so many different forms, and sometimes we're not even aware of how we're being stressed and why. And I think this is a really good spread. It's very simple and it's very effective, and it gets down to the root cause of stress. Now, remember, this is an overall reading for all Aries sun signs. So if you want a more specific reading tailored just for you, where I tap into your energies, then head on over to my Etsy shop. You know where it is. The link is in the description, and you guys can get a tarot reading just for you. But as it stands, this is going to be for all Aries, and it's going to give us an overview of what is trouble in Aries, what is causing stress in your life. So if you would please give me a moment to shuffle my Thelema Tarot and ask the tarot cards the question, what is the reason for stress and worry in the lives of all my Aries sun sign friends? Alright, allow me to cut the deck. And we will deal out these 3 cards. Very interesting. Let's take a look here. We've got the Knight of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and the Fool. Okay, so let's look at this card first. This card here represents the heart of the matter, the reason for worry and stress in the lives of Aries sun signs. We've got the Four of Pentacles. And this middle card here is telling me that I think a lot of you, the origin, the root cause of your worry and stress at this time, this is for right now, of course, in May. I get the feeling that a lot of you are kind of a little bit concerned with money, and maybe some of you are holding on to money too tightly. I'm getting the impression here that money is taking a kind of the front seat, so to speak, in your life, and it's kind of become the focus of your life in the recent weeks. And I think maybe some of you are holding on to money too tightly. I'm also getting the sense of home. Maybe if you're a homeowner or if you're trying to buy a home, I think maybe some of you are too focused on that. When I say too focused, I mean it's a little bit of an overemphasis. Of course, money is important to all of us. We need money to survive. Without it, we'd be dead, right? But it gets to the point where you're putting money over friendships, or your money over any kind of relationship, or over your own emotions sometimes, and that's when it can become a little bit damaging. So I'm getting the sense that that's kind of a reason for stress, is a lot of you are just putting an overemphasis on your possessions. And for some of you, this could even be your health. Maybe some of you are going too crazy. You're too concerned about good health. The pentacles stand for any physical aspects of this physical world, right? So the pentacles here can be money or possessions or health or any number of things. Work in general, just work. So yeah, I'm getting an overemphasis in that pentacle energy to the point where you're almost being covetous. You don't want to release your grasp on it. And of course that's going to cause stress. Why wouldn't it? This card here represents what you need to let go of, the Knight of Swords. And give me a moment to just go into this card. Okay, this card is telling me that what's going to help is letting go of your insistence on allowing your ego mind to run this ship. Okay, you know what I mean? You can live a life based on your ego mind, and it'll take you to all sorts of places, but you're kind of forgetting your heart, and your heart wants to go in a different direction. So Aries, I'm getting the feeling that what a lot of you need to let go of is your insistence on allowing your ego mind to be in the driver's seat, allowing your ego mind to just take control and be the one in charge and be the star of the show, so to speak. And I think that's something that you all should maybe think about letting go of, is not following your ego thoughts wherever the whims take you. Do you know what I mean? I know it's hard to describe if you're not 100% familiar with these concepts. But the ego mind is that program, the thoughts in your head that are just running based on fear, based on the idea of lack. And I think that's part of it. Your ego mind is telling you that there's not enough money. So no matter how much money you get or how much possessions you get, it's never enough, because your ego mind is saying, oh, there's not enough. So even if you have enough, your ego mind still tells you that it's not enough. So that's why it's so important for your ego mind to kind of not be in charge, because it's based on fear. Your ego mind is fear-based, and it's the logic mind, it's the lizard brain, it's the one that's, concerned with not dying. So in order to not die, it tells you that you have to get all this money so you have all this protection, but deep down, your heart is saying, well, you've got plenty of money to be happy, why aren't you thinking about your emotions? So that's something that you can let go of this month, and in the future is just following your ego mind wherever it takes you, if that makes sense to you. Oh, we got a plane going over here. Just 1 second. This card here represents actions you can take to improve your situation. And we've got the Fool. Okay, I'm getting the feeling that Aries, it's time for a new adventure. You're adventurous spirits, most of you. You guys love adventure. You love to explore and do new things and try new things and experience life in a new way. And I think that's what this card is telling you. If you want to relieve your stress, it's time to get out of the office. It's time to get out of the studio. It's time to get out of your house. Wherever you spend a lot of your time focused on the acquisition of material things, I think it's time to take a break. So this is calling for vacation for a lot of you, if that's how you experience adventure. This may be calling for you to take up a new hobby, a new passion that's going to invigorate you rather than make you feel like you need to do this to get money, if you catch my drift. So the Fool here is telling you to take a new step in a new direction and try something new that's out of the ordinary, so that you take yourself out of that fear-based program. The fear-based programs here are running. I'm getting the feeling that it's your ego mind is telling you that you need more and more and more, but your heart is saying, well, what about the adventure? Let's go on an adventure. Let's find something new. Maybe we can, if we find something new, we'll forget about this fear-based program running in the back of our heads. So your heart knows what it wants, and I think you should always follow it, regardless of this spread or any other. You should always follow your heart as well as your mind. There should be a symbiotic balance between the two. And I think the best way for you to get out of it this month, Aries, and in the coming weeks, is to start a new adventure, start a new something, a new hobby, go meet some new people perhaps. Of course, it's going to be scary. Taking that first step is going to feel like, ooh, I'm not really so sure about this. But when have you ever tried something new and totally regretted it? Almost never. Almost never. So I'm encouraging you as an adventurous spirit, Aries, to take a first step in a new direction in order to release fear and stress from your life. Alright, so just to give a quick overview, the reason for stress is kind of holding on too tightly to the material aspects of this world. You guys got to let go of that, and the reason for that, I'm getting the sense that the reason for that is your ego mind's in charge right now. Your ego mind is feeding you fear-based and lack-based thoughts. And the best way to get out of that is to do something new, try a new experience, go on a new adventure, go on a trip. It could be a road trip, a plane trip, a boat trip, whatever kind of trip. That plane was flying overhead right as I was. That's weird, right? The plane flew overhead. I don't know if you heard that on the audio, but the plane that flew overhead was telling me that the Fool needs a new journey, right? You guys need a new journey to go on, and that is going to take you out of your current kind of stress levels. Okay, so that's going to do it for me. I know this was an overview, but if you want a more specific reading, go on over to my Etsy shop. I want to help, guys, and that's the whole point of this, is I want to help you. So, if you want some more in-depth information that you didn't get in this spread or this reading or from this channel, then head on over there and I'll tap into your specific energies. The link is in the description. All right. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a stress-free life in the weeks to come, Aries. And so like this video if you did enjoy that. Put a comment in the comment section if you want to talk about it or ask any questions. I'm free to answer any questions that you may have. Alright guys, leave a like if you enjoyed. Happy taroting. Peace.